Hello, kids. Welcome once again to your science classes of grade 5th. Uh, Today, I am here with a new topic that is based on your science course book, chapter 2, that is about food and health. In our previous videos, we have already discussed our first chapter of science course book that was about growing plants, how we will grow plants from different parts like seeds, stem, roots, different stages of agriculture, crop crops, and about seed dispersal through wind, through water, through animals, etc. So in this topic, we are going to study about uh, food and health part 1. Okay, so the things which we are going to study is about food, why food is important, about the components of food, about balanced diet and healthy habits. Okay, as we all know, plants and animals both are living things and we all need food. If we will not eat food, our body will become energyless, we will feel weak and tired. Okay, so we get food from both plants and animals, obviously. So many food items we eat, like fruits, vegetables, cereals, bread, butter, egg, milk. So there are different kinds of food items. So some food items we get from plants and some food items which we get from animals. Okay, so let's begin this chapter, this topic, with a small pictorial pictorial activity. As you can see over here in this picture, two kids are sitting over their dining table and so many food items we can see in the picture. So you have to place some names of the food items are also given and you have to think and fill the letter P and A. If the given food item we obtain from plants, then we have to write P, and if the given food item is obtained from animals, then you have to write A. So let's start with bread. We obtain bread from plant, so P. Butter, we obtain butter from animals, so it is written A. Fruits like mango, guava, we obtain from plant, again P. Then milk, we got milk from cow, buffalo, goat, etc. So it is an animal product. Eggs, we obtain eggs from animals, obviously from hen. Okay, so egg is also animal product. Actually, butter, it is made from milk and we get milk from cow, buffalo. So butter is also an animal product. Juice like orange juice, guava juice, any kind of juice. So that is also obtained from fruits and fruits is obtained from plants. So it is a plant product. So basically this chapter is about food. So from where, which are the sources of food, that is also important to know. We get food from both plants as well as animals. Now, what is the importance of food, why we should take food, why we should eat food? So there are certain key points related to that food is very important for our health and well-being. Yes, we are healthy, we are strong, we are fit and active. Why? Because we eat proper food, we take food items, different types of food items we give to our body. So that helps us to maintain our health and well-being. Besides that, food gives us energy to do work. You children, you do different types of works like running, jogging, reading, studying, playing, and other lots of activity nowadays in your home. Okay, so for that you need energy in your body. And who gives energy? These food items, different types of food items, they provide energy to our body to do work. Second, it keeps us fit and active. Food helps us to keep our body fit and active. Okay, it protects us from diseases. It also helps our body to fight against infection, to protect us from diseases. How it protects, which type of things are present in food which protect us from diseases, that we will study in this next subtopic, that is components of food. Then we get food from both plants and animals. This we have already studied right now. Now, what are the things, what are the substances which are present in the food item which helps the food items to perform these different types of tasks, like keeping us fit, keeping us active, protecting our body from diseases, and gives us energy to do different types of work? So these substances certain substances which are present in the food, they are called as nutrients. They are known by the term nutrients. So nutrients give energy to our body. They protect our body against diseases and helps in its growth and development. Yes, so these nutrients only, they are present. They are the substances which are present in different types of food items, and through these different types of nutrients, the food items, they are able to perform different types of functions in our body, like they are providing us energy, and they help in our growth and development. You children, you are still growing. Your growth means the change in height, change in weight, shape and size of the body. That is called growth and development of human body. Okay, so the nutrients, they are very much important for school going children because they are still in the growing phase. So there are 5 main nutrients in the food, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Our body needs all the nutrients in the right amounts. Yes. Now there are 5 main nutrients which are present in the food item. Okay. So the name of these nutrients are carbohydrates. The name and the spellings both are equally important. Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. And another important thing is that our body needs all the nutrients in proper amounts. It is not like that we will take only one nutrient more and we will neglect other nutrient. We have to take all the nutrients in proper and balanced amount for the proper and balanced growth of our body, for proper maintenance of our health and activity. All the nutrients are equally important, okay, especially for school going children. So that is only written over here. Now let's discuss all the nutrients one by one. So about the nutrients, two things are important: what particular function that particular nutrient is performing inside our body, and what are its particular sources, which food items are rich in that particular type of nutrient. So let's begin with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates provide energy to our body. Whatever work we are doing, like studying, playing, running, working, whatever, we need energy for that. And from where that energy comes in our body? It comes from the nutrient carbohydrates. And this nutrient is present in these food items mainly, which you can see over here in this picture. There is rice, sugar cubes, bread, potato, corn. So these food items, they are a very rich source of carbohydrates. If we will take these food items, then our body will be energized. Okay. So the same thing is written over here, and that's why carbohydrate nutrient, it is also known as energy giving nutrient. So carbohydrates give energy to our body. Wheat, rice, corn, bread, potato and sugar, they are some sources of carbohydrates. Now next, the second nutrient is fats. Fat is also another energy giving nutrient, but the only thing is that fat provides more amount of energy than carbohydrate. Okay, fats give more energy than carbohydrates. What are the sources of fats? From where we can get fats? So milk, oil, ghee, butter, cheese and dry fruits. Dry fruits means like cashew nuts, raisins, walnuts, peanuts. All these are dry fruit items like dates and all that. Okay, so these are also rich sources of fats. And all the oily items like samosas and fried items, puris and all that. These are very rich sources of fat. But one thing which we have to keep in our mind is that we should take not very excessive amount of fat in our diet. Why? Because excessive intake of fat will lead to obesity problem. It will make us obese, overweight. Okay. So the nutrient fat, it is important. It is energy giving nutrient, but we should take limited amount of fat. We should only take little amount of fat in our diet. Not excessive intake of fat should be there. Okay. Because excessive intake of fat will cause the problem of obesity. So the same thing is written over here, that fats give more energy than carbohydrates, and fat is important also for our body because it keeps us warm from within. Okay, it maintains our body temperature. So these are the sources. And one thing it is lastly written over here, that excessive intake of fatty foods they can cause obesity problem. So nobody wants to be overweight or to face this kind of problem. So we should take care of our fat intake. We should take little amount of fat. Okay, moving on to the next nutrient, that is proteins. Proteins help in growth. Okay, this is very important nutrient, especially for the school going children, because I have already told you that school going children are still in the growing phase. Okay, their body needs growth. Their body, muscles, bones, they are still in the growing phase. They have to increase in their height, in their weight. Proper amount of growth and development should be there. So which nutrient will help us? The protein nutrient will help in the growth of the body. They also help in repairing damaged tissues and cells of our body. Now what does this line mean? It means that if sometimes we get hurt or injured, there is some cut in our body, then this protein only, this nutrient will help to repair those cuts, those injuries in our body. Okay, so protein is a very important nutrient which helps in the growth of our body as well as repairing of worn out tissues, cells of our body. What are the sources of protein? As you can see in the picture, milk, paneer, pulses, beans, eggs and meat. They are some sources of proteins. Okay. Let's move on to the next nutrient, that is vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are also called protective food items. Okay, they are protective nutrients. Why? Because these nutrients help our body to increase its immunity. They help our body to protect from diseases, from falling sick. And in the present scenario of this COVID-19 infection and all that, everybody knows that their body immunity should be proper. It should be enhanced. So I will suggest you kids that you should take those food items which is rich in vitamins and minerals, so that you also have a good and best immunity in your body, so that you should not fall sick or get infection easily. Okay, so vitamins and minerals, they help in the normal functioning of our body. Now what is normal functioning of our body? It simply means inside our body so many organ systems are there, like circulatory system, digestive system, nervous system, respiratory system, excretory system. So for the proper functioning of all these body organs, all these body systems, also vitamins and minerals are important. They play a key role in the proper functioning of these various systems in our body. Okay. And the second line, that they help in protecting our body against diseases. That means they protect our body from falling sick, from getting infected. They boost up our immunity. So vitamins and minerals, they are very much important for our body. If you want your body to be healthy, to maintain its proper function, so that it could perform well, all the body organs, their functions, they should be systematic and in well and good condition, then you should increase the intake of vitamins and minerals nutrient in your food items. So what are the sources of vitamins and minerals? Fruits, vegetables and milk are some sources of vitamins and minerals. Okay, fresh green vegetables and fruits, they are very much rich sources of vitamins and minerals. As you can see in the picture, banana, carrot, spinach, apple, pineapple, mango, milk, all these are rich sources of vitamins and minerals. Okay, and I have already told you that milk is one such food item which in itself is a complete food, because it is rich source of proteins also, it is rich source of vitamins and minerals also, it contains calcium also, which is important for the health of our bones and teeth. Okay, some vitamins are mentioned over here. They are basically 4 or 5 vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. About vitamin E, K and all that you will study in your higher classes. Right now I will tell you that vitamin C, it is present in all the citrus fruit items. Citrus fruit means those which are sour in taste, like lemon, avla, gooseberries, like raw mangoes, oranges. Okay, so vitamin C helps to keep the gums healthy. Vitamin C is very much important for the healthy teeth and gums. Gums are those muscular part which is present inside your mouth, okay, on the upper jaw and the lower jaw, in which teeth are fixed. That is called gums. So for healthy gum and for healthy immunity, vitamin C is very much important. And I have already told you that vitamin C is present in all the citrus fruit items. Next, calcium. Calcium makes our bones and teeth strong. Okay, calcium comes in the category of minerals. So calcium makes our bones and teeth strong. So this was about vitamins and minerals. Okay. Now moving on to the next nutrient. Actually, water and roughage, it is not the nutrient part, but it is also very much important part of our diet. Okay. Besides nutrients, our body also needs water and roughage. Roughage is the undigested part of the plant food. It helps in getting rid of wastes from our body. Fruits and vegetables are sources of roughage. Water also helps to get rid of waste from our body in the form of urine. Yes. Now, what is the importance of water and roughage in our body? Actually, water helps our body to maintain its proper temperature in all the transport functions in our body. Transportation of different types of materials in our body, in the transportation of nutrients and proper digestion of food in our body. Water plays an important role. So you should drink at least 7 to 8 glasses of water every day. Okay. It maintains our body temperature. And what is the importance of roughage? Roughage is important for the proper digestion of our food. Okay, roughage assists in the digestion process. And what is roughage? It is actually the fiber present in the raw fruits and vegetables. Okay, like cucumber, carrot, radish, whatever raw fruits and vegetables, like brown rice also, they are rich sources of roughage. And roughage is the undigested part of the plant food. Whatever plant food we are eating, if some plant foods are so stiff that they can't get digested properly, completely digested in our body, so those are called roughage. But the good thing is that they assist in the proper digestion of other food items. Okay, it helps in getting rid of waste from our body through the excretion process. This roughage helps in getting rid of wastes from our body. Fruits and vegetables, they are, yes, I have already told you that raw fruits and vegetables, they are sources of roughage. And water also helps to get rid of waste from our body in the form of urine. Okay. So in total, we can say that this water and roughage, they play a vital role, a key role in the proper digestion of food and in the excretion process, excretion of waste materials from our body. Either it is the solid waste or the liquid waste. Water plays an important role in throwing out the liquid waste material through urine in our body, and the roughage, it helps to keep our digestive system healthy and in the proper digestion of our food items. Okay, so these were 5 nutrients which we have discussed, that what are their important functions and what are their sources. So view this portion of the video once again: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, water and roughage. Moving on to the next topic, that is about balanced diet. As you can see over here, there is a balanced diet diagram, a chart, in which it is written components of a balanced diet. The name itself suggests balanced diet means something which should be balanced, which should be in proper, adequate amount. Okay, there should be nothing more and nothing less. Everything should be in equal and proper proportionate amount. So that is called a balanced diet. We should consume food rich in nutrients. Obviously, we should eat food items which are rich in nutrients, which contain healthy and all these 5 nutrients properly. Our daily diet containing all the nutrients in adequate amount, adequate means proper amounts, required for the healthy functioning of our body is known as a balanced diet. In simple, we can say that a diet which contain all these five nutrients in proper, equal and adequate amount, in a balanced amount, which is important for the proper and healthy functioning of our body, is only known as a balanced diet. As you can see in this picture, there is one section of fruits and vegetables, one section of fat and sugar rich food. That is very small section, because we have already studied that we should take little amount of fat in our body. Then there is a section of protein rich food items, then milk and dairy products, then bread, rice, potatoes and other cereals, that is the carbohydrate. Main portion is of carbohydrates and vitamins and minerals, because we know fruits and vegetables, they give us vitamins and minerals. Bread, rice, potatoes and other cereals, they are resources of carbohydrates, energy giving food. So it is energy giving food portion, it is protective food portion, this is again an energy giving food portion. So it is very less, we should take little amount of fatty rich food items. Okay, now this is the protein section, and protein is again important for the growth, for the repairing of worn out tissues, okay, for the growth and development of our body. And this is the milk and dairy products. Milk and dairy products, they assist in so many things. They are rich in proteins also, they are rich in vitamins and minerals also. Okay, so dairy products are equally important. So all in all, it depicts that we need to take a balanced diet, a diet which contains all the nutrients in adequate amount, so that our body could function properly and in a healthy way. Okay, we should not take such diet which is very much rich in carbohydrates but less in proteins, yeah, very much rich in proteins but deficient in carbohydrates or vitamins and minerals, or very much rich in vitamins and minerals but deficient in other nutrients. No, it should not be there. Balanced diet means that diet, whatever food items, whatever different food items you are taking, all the food items should contains their nutrients properly. Okay, that's why your parents or your teachers told you that you should take all the different types of food items, like you should eat cereals also so that you can get carbohydrate, you should drink milk also so that you can get vitamins and minerals, you should eat fresh fruits, green vegetables also, so that again you can get vitamins and minerals. You should eat pulses, egg, soya beans and dairy products, so that protein requirement could also be fulfilled in your body. Okay, now healthy habits. Yes, along with taking a balanced diet, there are certain healthy habits which we should follow in our life. Like first we have discussed that for a healthy body, we should take a balanced diet, balanced amount of nutrients, so that there should be normal and proper functioning of our body. Second is the exercise factor is also very important. We should do some simple and healthy exercise so that our muscles and bones remain active and fit, like running, jogging, skipping, simple yoga. Okay, so these exercises should be also be followed. Proper amount of rest. Yes, to take rest, to give your body proper amount of rest and sleep, that is also very important, because it helps our body to relax, to renovate its functions, its body, different body organs functions, they also need relaxations and proper rest. When we take proper amount of rest, then we feel fresh and more active. Okay, then we can do our work more enthusiastically. Then the next point is posture. Posture, what is the posture? To maintain correct posture while sitting or standing. Posture is actually the sitting position, like the way how you are going to sit or stand or sleep. Okay, that should also be in a correct way, correct posture. That's why your teacher always told you, stand straight, sit straight, don't lean over your back. Okay, you should keep your back, your neck, all these things in a straight posture. Okay, so that is the correct posture to maintain sitting and standing position. Now as you can see over here, the same thing is depicted in these pictures, that running is a very good exercise, cycling, but nowadays we cannot do cycling as we cannot go out. So simple exercises we should do in our home also, like running over the terrace, or simple jogging, or skipping, or certain exercises which your PT teacher has taught you in your school. Okay, those simple exercises can be done in home also. So you should do certain body exercises. Balanced diet, exercise, correct posture, and rest are essential for keeping ourselves healthy. Essential means they are important, they are key elements for keeping ourselves healthy. Yes, if we want our body to be healthy, to be fit, and to be active, we want ourselves to be good, in a good position, good health position, then balanced diet should be followed, a little amount of exercise should be there, correct posture should be maintained, and yes, proper amount of rest should also be there. Okay, exercise improves our blood circulation and tones up our muscles. Means exercise, when we do exercise, then the blood flow in our body, it is very much well maintained. Okay, it helps in the proper circulation of blood. Blood reaches to all the vital organs of your body, and blood provides the required nutrients and oxygen to the different cells and tissues of the body for their proper functioning. Okay, and tones up our muscles. Tones up our muscles means makes our muscles fit and active, tightens our muscles. Okay, it gives them proper exercises, so we can maintain the proper health, activeness of our muscles, of our body organs, of our hands, legs, heart, all these vital organs, through doing simple exercises. Okay, now some names of exercises are written over here, like running, which I have already told you, jogging, cycling, aerobics, and yoga. They are some forms of exercises which we should follow on a daily basis, so that our muscles, our bones, they become fit, healthy, and active. Okay, and to improve the blood circulation in our body. Now let's learn something about posture. Posture is the position in which we hold our body when we sit, stand, or move. Yes, as you can see over here, this lady, she is sitting on a chair, but she is sitting straight. So this position which she is maintaining while sitting, this position which this kid is maintaining while sleeping, and this position which this girl is maintaining while sitting. Okay, these are called posture. So posture should also be straight. We should not lean our back. Okay, we should not bend and sit. We should not bend while standing. We should always keep our body, we should try to keep our body in a straight position. That's the same thing is written over here, that we must keep our back straight while sitting or standing. Proper rest and sleep relax our muscles and give our body the much needed rest. Children need 8 to 10 hours of sleep in a day. Yes. Now it is written that children need 8 to 10 hours of sleep in a day, but that doesn't mean that only you have to give sleep to your body or rest your body and don't do studies and all that. You have to maintain a proper balance in that also, that you give your body proper balanced diet also, you give your body little amount of exercises also, you maintain your correct posture also, and as well as you maintain your study also. You should take out time for study also. As you all know, your online classes has been started since last to last week. So just go through the videos, whatever things are being taught, just try to make small notes over that. Try to note down the important key terms. Okay. So this chapter was very good chapter, and this balanced diet chart, this balanced diet diagram is very important. So I would like to give you an homework also, that you have to draw this balanced diet diagram in whatever notebook you are maintaining right now, along with the labeling. Diagram is important along with its labeling. You all know these things which are written in the sides, they are called labeling of the diagram. So view this portion of the video for a few more seconds. so that you could get a better view, and try to draw this diagram in a neat and clean way, and write about this balanced diet also, that what is a balanced diet and what are healthy habits, and what healthy habits are you people following nowadays. You should write it at least in 7 to 8 points. Okay, so this is the homework which I am giving you with this video. So this was all about today's video, that we have studied about food and health part 1, that we get food from plants and animals. Food contains nutrients which help in the growth and development of the body, provides energy, protect our body from diseases. The 5 different types of nutrients, their functions, their sources: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, water and roughage. About the balanced diet, what is its importance, and about certain healthy habits. See you soon with the next part of this video. Till then, take care. Bye.